Now you feel the power of digital. Now you feel the power of you feel the power of digital. Now you feel the power of digital. You feel the power of you feel the power of digital. Now you feel the power of digital. Now you feel the power of digital.
Oh, baby, the Brown Beauty is back on duty. Good to have you along with me. It's time for the Jesse T Show. Yeah, man, it's Monday in Southern California. It is January 7th. I'm feeling good. How about you? You feeling good? We feeling good? You all right? Everything good? Go good this weekend? Yes, did the Golden Globes make you real happy or make you real sad? I don't really care. It didn't do much for me one way or the other. They wouldn't let me be there this year. They wouldn't let me get on the red carpet. Can you imagine that? So I'm like in protest against the Golden Globes. That's right. They wouldn't let me be out there this year. So that's what I say to them. What can I tell you? It's just me, Jesse T. The Brown Beauty is back on duty, and it's good to have you along with me. We've got a great show lined up for you today. In fact, we've got a great week lined up for you today. It is going to be a fantastic week. We've got some great guests coming in here, and we've got some great topics to talk about this week. Saying hi to Kia Barra Yolanda, TBY. I like that. Maybe like TBA, to be announced. Luis Stefano is on. It is time to make some money. You want to make some money? I want to make some money. I'm tired of not making any money, right? I do okay, but I could always do better. How about you? Could you do better this year in 2019? Well, 2019 is a year that things are going to be really great for you, okay? It is going to be a fantastic year like no other. We're past all that election stuff. The politics, they're beating each other up. We'll end up getting a wall of some sort, of some nature, and they're just going to continue doing what they're doing, and they're never going to stop. They're not going to change. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They only care about greasing their pocketbooks with this right here. You see this? They only care about greasing their pocketbooks with this. And they grease their pocketbooks in Washington, D.C. and here in the state of California better than any mafioso, gangster, drug dealer, drug cartel. They do it better than anybody on God's blue-green earth. Because what they do is they take this from you and they take this from you. That's what they do. They take it from you. They take it from you. They take these hundreds. They take these 50s. They take these 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s from you, and they put it in their pockets, just like I am right now. That's what they do. But they do it. They do it in such a way that you say, okay, you can take my money. You can take it. We don't care. Because you know what they do? They do it right in front of your face. And you don't care. Well, don't complain. They do it to the degree that Pigalicious Pigalosi is worth almost $200 million in 20 years of being in Congress. Maxine Waters is worth about $25 million, and she has stolen from banks, falsified and created a fake bank. They do it to the degree that the demon-crazy Democrats and the stinky Republicans end up being worth hundreds of millions of dollars, while you are living in your two-bed apartment, trying to make ends meet. You see, that's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that simple. There's nothing simpler than that, to understand that's who they are. Okay? And there's nothing you're going to do about it. And there's nothing that anybody's going to do about it. Believe me, the state of California isn't any better. I know so many politicians personally, and I've seen them from the time they were teenagers to what they're doing now, and it blows my mind how much money these guys and these gals are worth. It blows my mind. So I decided in 2018 that I am going to kick the year off and I'm going to do something extra special. I'm going to help you guys get you a piece of the action. Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you? You want your piece of the action, Jackson? Are you getting sick and tired of the politicians taking it all and putting it in their pockets and telling you what to do, what you can't do, where you can be, where you can't be? They sold their soul. Are you getting tired of hearing the stories of their big mansions and their fast cars and their G4 jets? I think you should be able to have some of that this year. That's what I think. I think that should be for you, my friends, the hardworking American citizens. that are here born by right and come here by right of legal immigration, to satisfy the American dream, to live in the future, to know that your future will be better for your family and your kids. That's what I think should be happening. So I'm going to help you get to that. Every Monday right here on the Jesse T Show, we're going to get back to talking about money making, wealth, baby. We're going to get back to talking about how you, my friends, who watch this show every day, Monday through Friday from 5 to 6, how you, my friends, are going to be able to make the money to put in your pocket and to take care of your children. How you're going to do it in gold, how you're going to do it in silver, how you're going to do it in IPOs, buy them before anybody else gets a piece of the action, how you're going to do it with real estate, how you're going to do it with refinancing, how you're going to do it with loans. And I don't care if you're dirt cheap, dirt poor, and you don't got nothing, not even a pot to piss in, because you are a person that I want to talk to. Look it, I got a story to tell you about a man over the last 18 and a half months to 20 months who was living in an RV down by the river. Yeah, remember Saturday Night Live? I'm living in an RV down by the river. Right? Remember that? Yes. I got a guy who's now worth $1 million. $1 million, ladies and gentlemen. $1 million, Barry Burnett. $1 million, Luis De Stefano. That's right. He's worth $1 million. Why? Because of me, Jesse T. It's that simple. He followed the plan, the action plan, the plan that makes him a master of his manhood. No one's squeezing below the belt line on this guy now. He was living in an RV down by the river. That's right. I'm going to tell you that story in a little bit. Okay? But you can do it. Why do the politicians who sell their souls to Satan, why do the politicians have the opportunity to do it and you don't? What is going on? What is going on is that they know some tricks that you don't know about. That's all. They just have information. They have information that has never been taught to you, Charles Young. They have information that has never been taught to you, Prince Marion. They have information that has never been taught to you, Gwen Legge. They have information that you, in listening to the Jesse T Show every Monday, are going to get straight on the street, straight to the point. You don't have to be a drug runner. You don't have to be a human trafficker. You don't have to be like the CIA, the largest drug dealership in the world. You don't have to be like these nefarious, disgusting, perverted deviants in Hollywood. You don't have to be like that. You can be just like you, and you can do it. You just got to know how to do it. And maybe there's something that I can teach you that'll teach you how to get involved at the very best level so that you can become the person you want. You can become the person that God meant you to be, that God wants you to be. God wants you to be wealthy. God wants you to have the gifts to be able to share and spread the word around, baby. That is your obligation, to make the best of your life and get as much money as you can so that you can help as many people as you can. If you're only looking out for yourself so you can eat, drink, and have a place to sleep at night, you can't look out for thy neighbor. It's an impossibility. I'm going to teach you how you can play in their game, the rules they set up for themselves. You see it on TV every day. I am sick and tired of it. So 2019, I've devoted my year, 2019, every Monday, we're going to talk on how you can make some money and take care of your business in a way that's right, that's positive, that's moral, that's ethical, that's Christian, that's understanding, that's truthful, that has honesty to it. not backdoor dealings, hypocrisy and lying, cheating and stealing. Now I'm going to show you how you can do it. So I hope you're ready. Because Jesse T is armed and dangerous, baby. I am red, hot, and rolling, and I ain't stopping. I don't care what you think about my language and grammar sometimes. I am not going to stop until you buy a house from me. Hey, come on. Come on. There's got to be something in it for me, right? This is why the name of my company is Win, Win, Win. I learned a long time ago that if you win and they win, then Jesse T can win. It's the triangle, the greatest geometrical configuration ever created by mankind. It's the triangle. Okay? So when you win and they win, then I can win, Brian Roberts. So I'm going to show you, Brian Roberts, how you can make millions of dollars. And I'm going to give you the scoop right now. I'm going to give you guys something that you probably don't know. And this is going to be right up your alley, Brian Roberts. Because Brian Roberts, you know what I'm talking about. You are a transportation professional. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to me. I'm going to give you a key right now. I'm going to give you something that's going to make you so much money that you're going to come back to Jesse T and you're going to say, I want to buy that house I never could buy before. I want to refinance. I want to buy that corner where the McDonald's is. I want to go here. I want to buy some property in Wyoming so I can shoot my guns, ride my horses, and be a cowboy through the summer. That's right. I'm going to show you how. Listen to me closely. Bam, bam, Stell. Dan, bam, bam, Stell. Listen to me. I'm tired of only they knowing about it. I know about it. I've done pretty good the last 10 years. I've been struggling. I struggled hard. But we're getting better every day, every way. Getting better, better. Hey, if you go on my Twitter site, at Jesse Torrero, I have 2 Twitter accounts. If you go on to either one of them, every day I have an inspirational message in the morning. Something positive that will inspire you to be the greatest you can be at all times. Go check it out. It's also on my LinkedIn site. We're broadcasting live on Facebook.com/Jesse Torrero. On Instagram at Instagram Live. We'll be busting out on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube in just a few as we podcast there later on. Remember now, we're talking about wealth, and I want you to be a part of it. Are you ready, Brian Roberts? Here we go. For you transportation professionals, and those of you that aren't, I got something for you that you didn't know about. And if you did, you better pull the trigger and take the risk. And you will be a happy man and a happy woman. Everybody knows about Uber. Uber this and Uber that. And Uber boober tubers. Right? Uber boober tubers. Uber. It's all around the world. It's everywhere. Uber, duber, 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 boober, duber, Uber. Right? Someone ought to write a song about Uber. And everybody knows about Lyft. Lyft this and Lyft that. And everybody knows that Lyft is their competition. Smaller company, but their competition. And a lot of people actually like Lyft very much. They love Lyft. Okay? And they love Uber, but they love Lyft. I don't know why. I can't tell you why, but Lyft is growing very quickly. This is what you need to do. Uber, forget about buying. They've already gone public. If you would have bought Apple or Microsoft back in the 80s, you would be worth $25 to $100 million today with a simple $5,000 to $20,000 investment. If you would have bought Facebook 5 years ago and dropped 5, you would be worth probably close to $1 million or maybe more today for doing nothing. This is what I want you to do. Lyft is about ready to go IPO. Okay? You hear what I just said, Brian Roberts? Lyft is about ready to go IPO. Okay? In the next coming months, Lyft is going to go public. And you can buy some stock right now. Buy 5Gs. Buy 1,000. Buy $500. My God, buy something. It's going to go IPO, which means in less than 4 to 5 years, it's going to be well equal to what Uber is today and maybe more, because it's a better run company than Uber. I already bought some. I'm buying more. Closing down a couple of escrows. I'm going to buy more Juan Verduzco. Every Monday, we're talking how to make money. I'm going to cover the whole gamut. And we're going to talk real estate and loans in just a second. I'm going to tell you about a guy who's a millionaire today because he followed the Jesse T plan. And for once, somebody listened to me. Well, they've listened to me more than once. You need to reach out to your stockbroker, or you can go online without a stockbroker. You need to reach out to Lyft, and you need to buy some stock. Jose Lamas. Every Monday, we're talking the roads to wealth. Jesse T's roads to wealth. You need to buy some Lyft stock. In less than a few months, they're going to go IPO. They're going to go public. This is your chance. Buy now. What can I tell you? If you don't buy, you are going to be one of those shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And do you really want to be a shoulda, a coulda, and a woulda? Or do you want to be somebody that makes some money before anybody makes the big money? Oh yeah! Buy Lyft. It's going public in a few months or less. Hit it! You're going to be the next millionaire. You are going to be the next millionaire. And I want you to come back to me and buy a house. Jesse T. You're either going to be a wannabe, a coulda be, a woulda be, or a shoulda be, or you're going to be the master of your manhood, brother. Some of this is going to go into your ATM machine. You ain't got no money? Get together with four or five partners, some mates. Put up $500 a piece and go get yourself some Lyft stock. Buy it the minute it goes public. That's a secret that I'm sharing with you. I already bought some. I already got myself. Can't buy it. It's private right now, but I'm already in line. The money's already in the account. It's already there, ready to go. When the trigger is pulled, Jesse T's on his way. I belong to an organization, and this organization is called Masonry. I am a 32nd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. And you know something? There's good people and bad people in every walk of life. Some of you have seen me wear this pin before. If you've been around me in one-on-one, you've seen this pin or a pin like it on my collar or on my jacket. And that is a Masonic pin. I'm a 32nd degree Scottish Rite Freemason, a Master Mason. And it teaches us one of the precepts: Masonry makes good men better. And the way I can be better is to help you become wealthier. I can make you better by helping you become wealthier. That's the key. It's really that simple. So I'm telling you, you got to come here every Monday through Friday. And when you're here Monday through Fridays, then what you need to do is you need to check in to the Jesse T Show. Because every Monday, we're going to be talking on how to get wealthy. All right, let's move on. Another thing that you need to do before we jump into real estate is, you're going to hear me say this a lot, you got to buy some silver. Silver is at $14 an ounce, okay? $14 an ounce, okay? Silver is with $14 an ounce, okay? Gold is at a little over $1,200 an ounce yesterday. So buy some silver. If you devoted $500 a month and you bought $500 worth of silver every month, okay? Well, if you take $14 an ounce and you divide it with my trusty Jesse T calculator, okay, and you divided it, that would be 28 pieces of silver every month that you would buy. Okay, that's $392. So let's go. $14 divided by 500, okay? So 28 times 14 equals 392. So let's see here. 500, 35 pieces of silver every month. 35 pieces of silver times 12 months would be 420 pieces of silver times $14 an ounce. That would be $5,880 that you have invested in your future. Precious metals will never go away. When the world economy changes, and it is in flux now, the process of how the fractionalized fiat money market system, banking system, International Monetary Currency Reserve is changing. You're seeing a change in front of you, okay? I never thought that I would see this. I talked about it for decades, but I never thought I would see it. You need to buy silver. Buy silver coins, not bullion, and here's why. Silver coins you can get just as cheap, but bullion, it's hard to transport. It's hard to carry. Silver coins are not. And silver coins are a currency that can always be passed from one person to another. So buy silver. And if you can, buy a few gold coins too. It's always good to have some gold coins. This backs up your portfolio. If you don't have one, it's a simple investment you can make. You buy $500 of silver every month, and you have $5,800 of silver at $14 an ounce. Okay? So if $5,800 of silver, 420 pieces of silver every year, times $17, that's $7,000. Silver is prognosticated over the next 5 to 7 years to go up to possibly $100 an ounce. $100 an ounce times 420 pieces of silver every year is $42,000. Buy some silver, ladies and gentlemen. Buy some silver. It's really that simple, isn't it? Do what I tell you. Get some silver, okay? I'm talking straight talk. I'm not talking anything, no sophisticated money talk. I'm talking just like we talk when we're having a beer at the bar. a beer at Barney's Beanery, baby. I bring it to you straight on the point. Buy some silver. You gotta buy some silver. Buy a piece every month. Buy some silver. 500 pieces of silver. Okay? You are gonna make a ton of money. That's right. $500 a month. Silver. End of the year, $5,800 in silver. When it goes up to 100, you're gonna be worth $42,000. I don't care where you get your silver from. Just don't buy collectible silver coins. Torsia Garaway, don't buy collectible coins. Louis De Stefano, buy regular coined silver. Not collectibles, because you're going to spend money for the collectability, like $1 Morgan pieces. No, buy silver. You buy the ounce in coinage. And it gets stamped. You can go to Roslyn, you can go to anywhere. Pay their little fee of 10% and buy some silver. Okay? I like Roslyn. Roslyn's a good site. Been around a long time. You want a website where you can actually has a store.
That's what I want to talk to you about.
I want to talk to you about every Monday getting wealthy. Okay? It's the Jesse T Show, the road to wealth. Better than the yellow brick road unless it's lined in gold. Then you're talking, baby. Yeah. All right. So we talked about lift today and we talked about silver. Yeah. So now I'm going to talk to you about something else. Okay? I'm going to talk to you about a guy who's a millionaire today.
Bongo.
Everybody's doing it, right? Yeah, I like it. The coconut monkey rockets right there. Okay, making a transition now. I'm going to tell you about a guy. His name is Angel. I'm only going to use his first name because God protect him. He's one of my clients. Okay? So Angel decided after living in his RV for about 3 or 4 years, living in his RV down by the river. Kind of reminds you of that Saturday Night Live skit, right? One of the most famous ones. I'm living in my RV down by the river. That was Angel. Living in his RV down by the river. He decided that he got fed up with that. And he decided that he wanted to buy a house. So for the next 4 years of his life, he went to many different real estate agents, brokers, loan officers. And everybody told him he couldn't buy. Or everybody told him he had to do this and that, and it was going to wait a long time, and he couldn't buy, and he couldn't buy. Then one day, he came upon me, Jesse T, at a political event, because he was part of one time of one of the Los Angeles City Neighborhood Councils voted on member in the area that he lived in, doing community service. Good man. While he was living in his RV down by the river. Okay? So Angel got contact with me, ran into me at one of these political events. And then I said to him, hey, where you living? And he told me, I'm living in my RV down by the river. And I said, well, why? He goes, and he told me his story. For 4 years, he'd been trying to buy a piece of real estate. Anything. And he couldn't do it. And so then what happened was, I said, well, let's go and have a cup of coffee. So we sat down and I met him at this restaurant that I frequent, Big Jim's restaurant in Sun Valley. And we sat there and I had a tea and he had something to eat. And then I laid out a plan for him to follow. And I got him pre-qualified, pre-approved then. Now, we're going to stop right there. In order for you to buy a piece of real estate, you have to be approved for a loan, unless, of course, you invested right in Lyft and become a multi-millionaire in the IPO that's about to happen, or you have so much silver and it goes up to $100 an ounce, or you win the California lottery. Okay? Or you got a good job and you save a little bit of money. It doesn't really take much to buy a property. You just got to know how to wiggle around it and make it work. And the most important thing there is the loan. The loan is the only important thing. Forget the house, forget what you want. You got to qualify for the loan. You got to get approved. Well, here's the problem. Most of the loan people that are in the business today have only been in the business since the real estate market sucked, blew up since 2008. Most of those loan people today are rookies. I've been in business for almost 40 years. I've seen up and down, up and down, up and down. And I've seen things change and grow, and I've seen things fail and succeed. And along the way, I guess you happen to learn a few tricks every now and then. Tricks that don't get you in trouble with the law, but tricks that teach you how far you can stretch that rubber band. Okay? All right? Because everybody needs to have a little stretching of the rubber band. Everybody. I don't care if you're one of these Golden Globe winners. They need the rubber band stretched too. Believe me, I have clients like that, and they are not all what they seem to be cracked up to be financially. Believe me. Oh, yeah. Kevin Costner is, and Denzel Washington is. But, you're talking about the upper 1% of the 1% of the 1%. All right? So now you've got to qualify for this loan. So we got to talking, and I showed him a plan to be approved for this loan. And it took some work. He had some very peculiar issues that I had to solve. But he was ready, willing, and able. Can't do it without you. You got to be ready, willing, and able. You got to be able to do what you need to do in order to get what you want to get. If you don't do what you need to do to get what you want to get, you're not going to get what you want to get because you weren't willing to do what you need to do. So you're just going to sit on the couch and become a fat couch potato. Just like everybody else, get obese and get fat and get out of shape and get sick and then get old and die. And you won't have anything. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm just straight to the point. Now, you can be that or you can be something else. Okay? It's up to you. I don't care what choice you decide to make for yourself, but, I sure like you to make a good choice. You darn right I would, because, hey, if you win and somebody else wins, then Jesse T wins. It's really that simple. It doesn't take that much brain to figure out we are a team, because together everybody achieves more. So now you got to get this loan. All right, so we got Angel this loan pre-qualified, and then I got him approved. He had some small credit issues. He had some self-employed issues. He had some tax issues. He had some maneuvering we had to adjust to make things work. So we've got him his loan approved for a certain amount of money. And I just so happened to have a house ready, willing, able for him to buy. And he saw it and he bought it. House that was built in 1992. And it's 1,600 square feet, 2-story, beautiful home, beautiful area, everything close by, just a great neighborhood for $175,000. That's what he paid for it. He actually paid $177,000, but he put 3.5% down. Okay, so he ended up coming down to $175,000 on the loan, and it just so happens that house had a built-in renter. Gee, how could that possibly be? Because he was working with me, Jesse T. And I had that house. I sold that house to the original owner in 1992. And then I sold that house to the new owner about 10 years later. And then I put the renter in there. And then I sold that house to Angel with the renter. Now, Angel's mortgage payment was $900 a month. That included taxes and insurance. $900 a month. $900 a month. Where can you rent a house for $900 a month? Unless you want to be by some MS-13 members or some deviant perverts where you're worried about your kids. Where can you rent a house for $900 a month? Oh, by the way, I can still find you a house where you can pay $900 a month and maybe even less. And I'm not talking way out 400 miles away from Los Angeles. Okay? So $900 a month. The renter was paying $1,100 a month, $1,180 a month. That's what the renter was paying. So figure it out. 900 subtract from 1,100, that's $200 plus 80. He was making $280 positive cash flow. And he had the write-offs and his taxes and insurance and his mortgage insurance and his principal and interest were all being subsidized by a good renter who pays on time. Why? I put him in there. So 1 year went by and we raised the rent to $1,280. In that first year at month 9, I said it's time to refinance out of this FHA loan. Why? Because I said it's time for you to go find a house to buy. He wanted to buy. Remember I told you he was ready, willing, and able, and he had a dream. Mark Morales. We're talking how to make wealth. We talked about the IPO that you should have bought, should have tuned in at 5 o'clock, Mark. We were talking about an IPO where you could make millions of dollars, and it's an IPO that you probably have used more times than you think. It's going to become an IPO here very soon. And then we talked about silver. Now we're talking about Angel, who's worth $1 million now. $1 million. $1 million. Now, I'm going to say that again. That's $1 million. That's 6 zeros and a 1 in front of it. And he was living in an RV down by the river 6 years ago. Not only that, he was born in Mexico. He immigrated to America when he was 14. His family did it the legal way. He's 40 now. The legal way. See what happens when you become an American citizen legally? The dream of the American lifestyle is opened up to you. When you come here illegally, you don't get diddly squat and don't deserve it. DACA, go home. Sorry, yell at your parents. Build that wall, baby. Metal, steel, concrete. I don't care. Build it. And hold out, Donald Trump, until they do it. Look at, he was born in Mexico. High school education. He had a trade, auto body, painting and auto body shop, and mechanic. And he came here, he started working. When he was 14 years old, he learned this trade. His dad taught it to him from Mexico. Came here, got his citizenship, went to school, graduated, learned his trade, and that's what he's been doing. But he still lived in an RV down by the river until he was 32. And he met me, Jesse T, when he was 37. Okay? So now he owns this house. We have a positive cash flow of about $300 a month. And I refinance him out of the FHA loan into a standard loan. Now releases him from the FHA responsibility, Zelka Harvest. And now what he does is we take that and we go 88 miles away. Because you have to be 88 miles. See, guys, I'm telling you some nuggets here. If you're listening to what I'm saying, I am telling you gold nuggets. If you come to my office and we sit down and we talk, this is the kind of stuff that you learn. This is the stuff you need. Not going into some fancy Dan office where a guy has a $20,000 Rolex watch and a Maserati sitting outside, and his teeth are perfect, and he's got a $3,000 suit on, and he's Mr. Perfect Pants, right? I call those guys squirrely pants, because when their backs are against the wall, they're like little squirrely squirts. They'd be pissing down their leg. They won't tell you this because they don't know. And if they do know, they're not going to tell you, because they've got to get you in and out, in and out, in and out, like In-N-Out Burger, in and out, in and out. Man, you don't want an In-N-Out Burger. You want to sit there like a 7-course meal, like the Queen of England, baby. You want to get the info. Well, I give you the info, so I'm giving it to you here. Terry D. Hope you're getting these nuggets, guys. This is your road to wealth. We talked about 2 ways already. I'm just about finishing up, so listen closely, because now I'm going to speed it up. So we refinanced him, but we didn't take any money out. He worked hard, and he saved some more money. And we found a property 88 miles away. But he decided he didn't want to use his FHA. He saved enough money, and he has great credit because he was paying on this property every month. His credit went up to 700 plus. He was able then to apply for some credit cards with outstanding balances that could go up to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, Frank Trito. And when he went up there with those balances, he was able to pull the money out and use that to buy the next house with a 10% down payment. So he didn't need to use FHA. And he got a good interest rate, fixed rate. And we found him a house. That's right. Jesse T found him a house. After looking at over 90 properties, we found him a house. No, I didn't say 19. I didn't say 9. I said 90. 6 months of looking, almost. So now, 15 to 18 months after he bought the first house, he buys a house in the city of Compton. 15 minutes from the beach. Compton's completely rebuilt. It's not cribs and blood. It's not gang banging anymore. Tons of Hispanic and Latino hardworking American families, legal citizens have moved in there, transformed that town. New shopping centers, parks, police are looking good. Great politics. Everything's looking sharp. And he bought a house there. Just the other side of the 105 freeway. And guess what? That house he bought for $425. No, what did he pay? No, I'm sorry. We bought it for $350. Guess what it was worth? $425 the day he moved in, 30 days later. It had a tenant, but she didn't pay. So we had to get her evicted. And we were able to get that. With the old owner paying to have the tenant evicted. Plus we got closing cost money for 2 purchases too. His first purchase and the second purchase. So now he has a nice house that he just finished fixing up a little bit. He just rented it out for $2,000 a month. I helped him do that. And that pays for the mortgage, taxes, and the insurance. And he's going to convert the garage because the zoning is right. He's going to convert the garage and turn it into a secondary house. And he's got a little enough land there to do his body shop and mechanic business in the back. And he's going to charge for that second house $2,000 a month. And he's going to move back into his RV that's on the property. And he's going to live in his RV down by his house that he owns. He'll have $2,000 a month coming in within the next 6 to 8 months because I'm going to help him raise $100,000 in order for him to build out his garage so that he can rent it out. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go refinance the first house after 3 years. That first house has $300,000 in equity. $350,000 in equity. We just raised the rent, $1,480 a month. After the refi, he's still going to have $200 a month positive cash flow. Interest rates dropped a little bit. We're going to get him a 5-year or 7-year fixed rate loan with a lower interest rate, lower fixed rate. And then he's going to have $2,000 a month coming in from his new secondary property on his property. He's got 2 mortgage payments paid, $200 a month positive cash flow from his first property, and $2,000 a month cash flow from his new property. And he's going to take $40,000 of that money and pay off his IRS debt and pay off some credit cards. James Robinson, bam. Are we talking millionaire? You got a property right now. Right now, his property is worth, right now, his property in the existence that it is right now. Okay? This will blow you away. His property in Compton is worth, right now, the way it sits, $475,000 to $500,000. That's what his property in Compton is worth. I told him, hey, let me sell your house. I'll get you $550. We'll put it on the market for $550. He laughs at me. He says I'm crazy. He knows I'm just kidding him because he knows what he's going to know. And you know what that is? He's going to have a property that's now going to be worth about $750,000 inside a year. Plus the other property will still have a $200,000 equity position. Oh my goodness. Did I just tell you? Did I just say I was going to tell you about a millionaire? Didn't I just tell you that I was going to tell you about a millionaire? Well, let me tell you. You add it up. A property that's worth $750,000 and a property that's worth $250,000. Well, what does that mean to you? Do you know how to add?
Now you feel the power of the kitchen.
Bam, baby! A millionaire made because you listened to me, Jesse T. Boom! Been doing this for 40 years, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you feel the power of
www.buyjesset.com www.sellerjesset.com www.mrsouljesset.com. Oh!
Now you feel the power of the kitchen.
Right now, Angel's worth $600,000 equity. In less than 6 to 10 months, he's going to be worth $1.5 million. Still living in his RV behind his second house.
Now you feel the power of the kitchen.
Oh, you don't believe me? I can prove it to you. You just hook me up. Give me a call. 818-800-1343. Give me a call. I'll hook it up for you. 800-684-8699. It's real simple, man. Every Monday, right here on the Jesse T Show, we are talking money. We're going to talk how you can become a millionaire. Then you can buy some property from me. It's that simple. I'll do your loan too, and I'll be your notary because I do that. And if by chance you know anybody that will lose their house soon,
power of the kingdom.
or has just lost their home, we got something we call, you're going to like this. I'll talk about this next Monday. It's called the capture of finances you don't know about. Surplus recovery. If you lost your house, I can hook you up there too. We're going to talk about surplus recovery next Monday. We got the hookup for you there too. Tell you, it's me, Jesse T, the Brown Beauty, always on duty, looking for you because I want you to have a fantastic 2019. Not only can the politicians do it, but you can too, because I know the inside secrets. And by the way, I do this for myself, and we're going to do it together here. That's right. Yeah, baby.
Now you feel the power of the kingdom.
Tomorrow on the Jesse T Show, April Orr is going to be there. That's right. My grandfather's name is Orr, O-R-R. April, you and I are related distantly. I know we are because all the Orrs are connected. Hey, tomorrow on the Jesse T Show, we want you to be here. We've got a great show lined up. We've got a lot of red carpets and premieres. And also, I want you to go out and go to the YouTube channel right now, YouTube Jesse Torrero. Subscribe, because we've got freebies coming up here in the month of February. We start our giveaways. We got trips, we got cash, we got premiere tickets, we got red carpet tickets. We got a chance to meet your stars, your favorite stars up close and personal, where you can shake their hand, take a picture with them, and get all Google-eyed and fancy-tailed and bushy-tailed and toodly-dipped and toodly-dop. That's right, you can do that. We're going to have that. We got lots of good things. Come on down to the Jesse T Show. Hang out with Dan the Man and I. So we're going to be doing that. We want you to be a subscriber. Only memberships do that on YouTube. Hey, I will see you later. The Brown Beauty is off duty. See ya!